All right, I want to take you now live to the Hillbrow Magistrates Court. The NPA is currently giving us a briefing with regards to the suspect that was arrested in connection with the attack on the Concord building. Let's listen in.
Indeed, yes, we can confirm that the accused is currently serving parole under correctional supervision for a charge of murder. He was convicted in 2010 and released on parole in 2019. So what we have now done as the state is to request the investigating officer to liaise with the Department of Correctional Services in terms of establishing whether or not the accused person before court contravened his parole conditions, and if so, then he should be taken back to custody to serve the remainder of his sentence. Any other questions? Going? Well, investigations are still at an infant stage. So once the investigation process progresses, we'll be in a better position to tell whether or not this is a political motivated act or it's just an individual act, and whether or not it's linked to the Cape Town one. Investigations are ongoing, but at this point we don't have information that suggests that this case is linked to what happened in the Western Cape. Well, at this point we have not yet established such information, but it forms part of the investigation instructions that were given to the investigating officer by the prosecutor to establish such information.
Can I ask, obviously the charge that the accused is currently facing is a malicious injury to property charge. That's not generally considered one of the more serious offences, but we do have a state advocate handling this case. Can you just talk to us a bit about how seriously the NPA is taking these charges? I assume that this is obviously because it was the Constitutional Court, it was national key point.
Indeed, yes, as the NPA we view this matter in a very serious light. Remember that the alleged attack happened at a national key point, which is the Constitutional Court, and we view it as a direct attack on the rule of law, and we believe that we are up to the task as all agencies within law enforcement to deal with characters and actions of such caliber.
Just one last one back on the parole issue. So if he was, just to understand correctly, he was convicted in 2010, released in 2019 on parole. How long was his parole period?
Well, that information will be provided by the Department of Correctional Services. Remember that that is not our scope of work. So we believe that Correctional Services will be in a better position to give more information on his conditions of detainment and how long he was supposed to serve his sentence on parole.
Can we also get clarity on if he will be applying for bail? I understand that he didn't apply for bail at this stage. Are you able to give us any more information about that and the reasons why he didn't apply for bail this time around?
Well, we were informed by the defense team that the accused abandoned his rights to apply for his release on bail. We don't have any further information as to why he decided to abandon bail. But as I've said, that also maybe he took into consideration that he is currently serving his sentence through parole. So maybe it could be that he decided that he knows that he has violated his parole conditions, and therefore applying for bail would not have any impact on this case.
Can we ask, if you were to bring a bail application at a later stage, are you able to indicate whether or not the state would oppose such an application?
Well, definitely we will oppose such an application, but as I've said, that investigations are ongoing to find out if he indeed violated his parole conditions, and if that's the case, then it would lessen our duty as the state, because then we won't have to deal with the bail application process, because he would be back in custody serving the remainder of his sentence.
Thank you, Shandi.
All right.
Thank you for your message.
All right, there you go. The NPA giving us a briefing with regards to that case, the Concord building attack case. We know that has been postponed to the 25th of March, 2022.